Today, let us start how to write a letter. In your course this year, you have to write informal letter. Two types of letters are there. One is formal letter and the other one is informal letter. Formal letters are official letters, complaint letters, applications, etc. Formal letters are official letters, complaint letters, applications, letter to the editor, etc. Informal letter is otherwise known as personal letter. It is written to friends, relatives, acquaintance, etc. The letters are of two types, formal and informal. Formal letter includes official letters, complaint letters, applications, letter to the editor, etc. Informal or personal letter includes friends, relatives, acquaintance, etc. Another type of letter is business letter. It also comes in the section of formal letter. So commonly we can say formal letter, personal letter and business letters. The letters are commonly formal and informal. We want to learn informal letter. Informal letter is commonly written to friends, relatives, acquaintance, etc. Acquaintance means known persons. So let us start with the informal letter. Suppose you want to write a letter to your friend or relative or person who knows you based on some situations. Sometimes you have to write a letter for that. How to write a letter to friends or relatives? Let us start. First, we have to write our own address on the left top of the page. Our own address means sender's address. It is also known as from address or writer's address. First, sender's address. That means the address of the person who writes the letter. That means our address if we are writing the letter. Otherwise we can say it is from address or the writer's address. Which one is suitable? You can keep it in your mind. Simple one is our address or a sender's address commonly. Okay. First, we have to write the address on the top left of the page. It includes house number, flat number, plot number, etc. and place just like the example given in the page. 84 Adarsh Nagar, Main Road, Udaipur, Rajasthan. this is the way to write the address. It must be on the left top, after the margin, close to the margin. Every first line must be equal to the, every next line must be equal to the first one. 84 Adarsh Nagar, below that main road, below that place, Rajasthan, whatever it may be, you can write the complete address. It must be in a line, level, from top to bottom. So first thing we want to do is to write the from address or sender's address. The address must be like this, just given in the page. Leave one line and write the date. Below the address, leave one line and write the date like this, given in the page from the beginning. I have written 9th April 2021. You have to write the date on which you write the letter. If it is today, you have to write 7th April 2021. If it is 8th April 2001. With the date you have to write STNDRDTH. And after that you have to write the month. When you write the name of the month, you have to write complete spelling. Some people use a short form, but for April there is no need to use a short form. You have to write the complete spelling. And for in January, February, December, November, October, some people use it as short form. In letter, as per English rule, we have to write the complete spelling of the word or name of the month. So after date we have to use first, second, third, fourth, STNDRDTH, etc. as it is. If it is first, we have to write ST, second ND, third RD, fourth TH, 5, 5th, 6, 6th, 7, 7th, 11, 11, 30 TH, 29 TH, 28 TH, 11 TH, 12 TH, 13 TH, whatever it may be, you know already which one to be used in with the dates. So date must be like this. Name of the month will be complete, not a short form. And after that we have to write the year, complete, not 20, not 21, but 2021 in full way. Okay. First we wrote the sender's address, then leave one line, and next write the date like this, and then leave one line and come to the salutation. In the informal letter there is no need to write a to address. So leaving to address, we have to write the salutation. So below the date you have to write the salutation like this, given in the line, page. My dear Dinesh. If you write my dear Dinesh, the first letter M and the name of the first letter Dinesh must be in capital letter and dear must be in small letter. That means M capital, D small, and D, next D capital. And if you want to write dear Dinesh, then both the letters must be in capital. Got it? If you want to write my dear Dinesh, then D of the dear must be small and all the other first letters must be capital. For example, M and D for Dinesh. So both must be in capital. And DEAR, dear, that D must be in small letter. And if you want to avoid my, then like dear Dinesh. In that condition, you have to write D, capital for dear. D must be capital for Dinesh because it is a proper noun. Proper nouns are written in capital letters. That means we have to start the proper noun with a capital letter. Got it? First, sender's address, then date, then salutation. There is no need to write a to address. I have already told you. In other letters, formal letters, you have to write a to address also. So here only write the sender's address, leave one line, write a date, and then leave one line and write a salutation. Already the way to write the salutation has shown in the page. And again leave one line and write the body. Body of the letter must be clear without any grammatical mistake. It must be very clear. You have to start the body from the beginning, not after leaving some space, but it is to be written from the same place. That means after the margin where you have started the sender's address. In the same line vertically, you have to write the body of the letter. That means you have to write what you want to write. And in informal letters, when you write a letter to your friends, father, mother, relatives, acquaintance, non-persons, you have to start the introducing paragraph. Introducing paragraph must be there. I have received your letter. I have read the contents. I am so happy. If it is a sad news, I am so sad. In this way, you have to write the letter. You have to start the body. I have great pleasure to receive your letter. I was eagerly waiting for your letter for a long time. On all these ways, we can write the introduction. And in the second paragraph, you have to write the main points. After changing the paragraph, and for changing the paragraph, you have to leave one line. In the books, we can see the changing of paragraph like this. After leaving some space, they start the page. And for writing letters, and in the answer sheet, we have to write after leaving one line to start the paragraph. The way to start the paragraph is leave one line, that's all. So in the second paragraph, we have to write the main thing that is demanded in the question. And already we have seen that the letter must be based on some situation. So we have to write the situation completely in the second paragraph. First paragraph, we have introduced everything. I am eagerly waiting. I got your letter. I have read the contents. I am really happy or sad, whatever it may be. I would like to write about some situation, some incidents that is happened in my house, or whatever it may be in your personal life, that you have to write in the next paragraph. And after completing your ideas in the paragraph, and you have to conclude the paragraph, that means the third paragraph. The third paragraph must be a concluding paragraph that is like this, that is shown in the page. Convey my regards, convey my loving regards, convey my heartiest regards to. After these words you have to use the word to, and after that you have to write to the person's name or to whom you have to give the regard. For example, convey my regards to your uncle. Suppose you are writing a letter to your friend, you can convey your regards to his father or her father. So there you can say, convey my regards to your uncle. Got it? Convey my regards to uncle. Uncle means your friend's father, yeah, or your friend's relative or your other person. Suppose you want to convey your best regards to your friend's brother. So convey my heartiest regards to your brother. Convey my best regards to your father. Convey my best regards to your uncle. In this way you can conclude the paragraph. First we have seen that we have to write the sentence address and leave one line and write a date, leave one line, write salutation, leave one line and write the body. Body must be in 3 paragraphs: introducing paragraph, main paragraph and concluding paragraph. In the introducing paragraph you have to introduce what you want to convey them. That means, really happy to receive your letter. Go to your letter. I have read the contents. I am very happy. I am very sad to know the news about your well-being, etc., etc., whatever it may be. And in the main paragraph, what the question demands, you have to write about that. After that, there must be a conclusion. So, for writing friends, relatives, whoever it may be, whether it is a friend or parents or relatives or acquaintance, you can write the conclusion like this: convey my loving regards, convey my best regards, convey my heartiest regards, etc., etc., etc. And below that leave one line and write your subscription, that we can say conclusion, subscription or a conclusion. So it must be written below the concluding paragraph after leaving one line, and write the subscription like this. If it is a friend, write yours sincerely. If it is your relative, you can write yours lovingly, yours affectionately, etc. In conclusion, you have to write the subscription. Subscription should be written like this: yours sincerely if it is a friend, yours lovingly or affectionately if it is your relative. For example, father, mother, uncle, aunt, brother, sister, whatever it may be. Okay. So after conclusion or after subscription, you have to write the name that you will get from the question. The question will demand the name, and the same name you have to write below the subscription. Suppose there is no name in the question, then you have to write your roll number. Your name is not allowed to write anywhere else. Okay. And commonly you will get the name. Normally 2 names, one is male name and another one is female name. You can write any of the names. Okay. So after the subscription, you have to write the name. The name normally means signature. But if you start to give signature, that will make a problem. So don't put signature, only write the name that is given in the question paper. Good? Okay, the next we will see in the class.